Hi everyone, this is Rachel. I'm sorry in advance that I'm making a TikTok. It is simply the easiest way to edit all these clips that I took, and I hate speaking while I'm filming. But anyway, my experiment is going to be putting Fruit Loops in different liquids and seeing how they react to them. So first up, we got regular water. That blue one is going to be salt water. This green one I'm currently filling, that is vodka. Next up at the bottom, that purple Fruit Loop is going to have vinegar. And lastly, we have to put it in milk and see what happens. I chose this experiment just because I've been eating cereal lately, and I was just wondering, do other liquids make your Fruit Loops as soggy as, milk does? Or is milk the superior liquid? And we shall find out in about an hour. There they all are in their little containers. I decided to leave them in there for about an hour. After an hour, I'd flipped them over and I'd noticed the red and the purple one had gotten bigger, so I decided to just take them out and start kind of dissecting them, seeing what the texture was like, and looking at the liquid they left behind too. You can see the red one is pretty huge compared to all the other ones, and the purple one also pretty huge. And I got some toothpicks, and now I'm going to dissect them a little bit. So the red one had a really interesting texture. It was very watery. You can see as I press on it, more and more water's coming out, and it has basically no resistance on there. It did fall apart when I was trying to take it out of the container, and it left a pretty pinkish colored liquid in that container. Next up, we have the milk. Actually that one was pretty hard, broke my toothpick. Seemed like only the surface was just a little bit sticky, even after a whole hour of sitting out. So I was kind of impressed by that, and no color really for the liquid left over. Next up is vodka. This one was really weird too. It was spongy, and it kept its shape. And I don't know, it was just weird, kind of rubbery. Didn't really color the liquid much. Might make a good shot for later, I don't know. The salt water was kind of surprising. It was definitely taking out the pigment more than the other ones. You can see it leaking the pigment. It might have just been that Fruit Loops have more pigment in the blue ones. I'm not too sure. But it had this weird texture on the outside, and then the inside was a little bit more stiff. But it was easily breakable too. And it definitely left that blue color in the container. Not sure why, but I thought the salt water would be the same as the regular water results, but it definitely was not. Next up was the vinegar, which made the Fruit Loop turn into a weird gummy worm texture. It felt like gelatin was added. Super crazy. Left that nice purple kind of tint in there. But yeah, that was it. The worst liquid to put your cereal in was definitely water, closely followed by the vinegar, and then salt water. If you like spongy cereal, vodka is the one for you, and milk the best.